Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. I am Nerdavog and I will be playing Skyforge. Now in this video I'm going to show you all the classes that you have at the launch of the game, or most of them anyway. You currently have 13 classes. I counted them, you don't have to, but you can pause the video and count for yourself. The thing is that either they haven't yet implemented all the classes in the open beta and they will put all of these classes that you see here at launch, or they won't be actually available all for launch, although that seems highly unlikely since they are already in the training room. But in the open beta you can't play all the classes, I think, because this is where the classes are. This is the Ascension Atlas. So this is your normal Atlas for your class, and you no longer use sparks, the red spark, green and blue. You use Cryomancer evolution points. They drop from mobs usually and from completing quests. You get a pretty big bunch of them, don't worry. The thing is, your skills after a certain point, which is this one right here, all of your skills will be unlocked with Cryomancer evolution points and not with sparks of strength and whatever. So your sparks, you can use your sparks to invest in the Ascension Atlas, and here you can access all the other classes that you don't have. Now at launch you will begin with 3 starter classes, which will be Cryomancer, Paladin and Lightbinder. And you go from here, as I'll zoom in so you can see. So you go from any of the classes you wish to play when you start, and you can go and make it stronger. You know, increase stamina, increase might, which is basic damage. And I am slowly making my way to the Berserker class. I'll go down here and then it's a straight line to here. They actually show another path, but I've seen some of the nodes, and the upper part was actually offering me more crit damage than the lower part. So, not to mention that the Slayer class is pretty close, it's here. So what I wanted to talk about with you guys is that I have checked the Atlas, and not all the classes are in here. There are not 13 classes here. There are a bunch of them, like the Monk, the Alchemist, the Gunner, but I'm 100% sure that they're not all 13 of them. There probably will be added at launch. This is the Kinetic. This is the Archer, the Slayer, Berserker, Knight. I don't know, I haven't counted. You can count as I tell you what I see here. But you see, these are like empty. You see there's nothing here, so I'm pretty sure these are the classes, so some of them are going to be added so you can reach them. This is the Witch. Yeah, so that's kind of all of them. Oh, and the Necromancer. Okay. So let's start with okay, before I start showing you the classes, there's something you should know. There is a cap. You go to currency, and here you have Sparks of Insight, or you can go to Ascension Atlas. It's the same thing. No, actually, here limits. Okay, limits. It actually says limits. So you have limits to how much credits you can gain, how much Sparks of Insight and class Sparks. You can gain like a week. So every one of these limits resets. Okay, they are refilled on every Wednesday at 4 a.m. Moscow time. This is probably a feature to, I don't know, maybe help them make some money. I haven't. Maybe there probably is a way to like reset the gauge or something. I don't know. There probably, if you're gonna have a second of subscription, it will be removed. But I did not heard of any kind of subscription until now, so I'm not diving much into this because I don't know the exact plan of how they want to make the game. Not to mention that I understand that the release in Europe, except Moscow, will be assumed by another company, Obsidian, I think. So the actual company that made the game only released it in Moscow and I mean Moscow, in Russia in general, and I think in most of Europe will be managed by most of the Skyforge released time, and you know, all the management is going to be made by Obsidian, I think. So we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. They may be working together, but this is what I heard. So there is a limit. If you're gonna go into open beta and you wanna get the most out of it, I actually I didn't realize about the limit until I couldn't get any more sparks. You should try and maximize the amount of sparks of insight, which is basically the red, blue, and green. That's why I call them red, blue, and green. Even though the red one is kind of orange-ish. So you should try and maximize the amount. Basically, just farm to get as much of these as you can. The credits, you know, you don't have to farm credits. These are more important because you advance to a lot of other classes with these. The other things you can just max them out when you can, but it's like only for a week, so it resets after a week, and I doubt everybody will actually play every fucking day like I did in the open beta to get it. So I wanna make you guys see something here. I have around 370 sparks, green sparks, 160 blue sparks, and I have 1536 red sparks. The reason why I have so many red sparks is because there was an event at the globe. You know, if you're gonna get in the game, you can basically it's kind of you have a big globe, like you're like from space. It's like being in space and watching the Earth, and you have missions and shit and dungeons, and you can do the dungeons solo, which obviously will make the mobs more of your level, or you can do the dungeon with a group, and it will actually automatically find players for you. So it's like a queue. Obviously, when you do it with a group, the rewards will be higher. And I have the impression that the amount of time that it takes you is kind of almost the same. It doesn't. It's not like double or anything. So it's better to do in a group. But if you know, maybe you get like bad people who die, but it's kind of impossible. It's not really that hard. There are. Don't forget that there are levels at the missions. Like you can have the same mission on like an impossible level. It actually says they're impossible, and on easy mode. And the game actually, I have the impression that the game actually puts it on the hardest mode possible. And I had no idea that you can change the difficulty. And I was like, sometimes I was like trying to solo difficulty that's actually set impossible, because it calculates your prestige. And I couldn't do it, so it's impossible. If a mission is hard, it's kind of, hard to do it alone. In a group, you can manage to do it, because other people will actually be a higher, probably a higher prestige than you are, and they'll be able to like carry you along. But I don't know, I don't really recommend it unless you're farming for sparks, because the missions that you get will obviously, as you more advance in the missions, you get more sparks. Prestige is something that it's kind of like the rating of your character, basically. The more prestige you have, which you gain prestige by unlocking any kind of nodes in your class tree or the general tree, the ascension tree, any kind of nodes you get. You see here it says plus 13. That plus 13 was actually the prestige. You get prestige. You also get prestige from the gear you get. You see plus 108, that green big thing. Every time you get a new item that's better than what you have, a higher prestige I mean, it will show you with exclamation marks. But the thing is, it shows on every gear that you need to change it, not just the one you actually have to. So you better be careful and look into your inventory what you have and then replace it. You can also rank up your equipment, and the more you rank up, the more prestige you get. Yeah, it's kind of like that. You'll get the hang of it. Okay, so I kind of babbled along with all that information, but it's pretty important to know this, so I could not just skip it. Okay. So this is your prestige here. Currently there's a max of 9 figures, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yes. It will be an interesting game to see how the management of the game will be, how the payments will actually be. Payments as in the monetization of it. This is kind of like a road I got from my class. I just wanted to get these things because I wanted. Some of them are like passives, and you have abilities. You have here the passives. Here you unlock them. I have 4 passives right now. Okay. I don't really know how to replace some of the skills. Maybe you can't. I don't know. I'll try and find out later. Or perhaps I need more prestige. I should have this instead of this. Like, this is probably the same thing, but there's like no way I can put it here. Not enough space to activate the talent. Space is in the bag. No, it's not the bag. Okay, not enough space. What does that mean? I mean, it's weird, really. I don't know everything. Okay, about the another important thing, the last thing I want to tell you before actually going into the classes. You're probably gonna swear a lot to me because you wanted to see the classes, and I'm not showing you that right now. Okay, I don't have a premium account. This is just something they give. I don't know why. But I'm not complaining. You can change. Okay, you press your inventory, and you have here add funds. This is what it's called, argents. This is basically what people can buy with real money and use it in game. Argents are used. Okay, now that I remembered, so this is important. Argents are used for some of the nodes in your Ascension Atlas, the general one. You have nodes that look like this one, okay, the cubical one. You press right click and you go upgrade, and I have like 2 agility. You use 2 agility and 40 argents to probably add 2 agility, or 3, as you can see here. These things you get it from missions and shit. So you upgrade it using argents and these materials. People are complaining that this is a pay-to-win model because people who are going to pay will get argents and upgrades. You can get argents without paying real money. And here's how you do it. You go here, so like you can press I, be in your inventory, just see this. You see currency exchange, your credits that you get in-game money. You press left click and you can exchange your credits for argents. Okay, you go, this is by credits, this is by argents. You go to buy argents. See, 1 argent equals 160 credits. Okay, you can exchange your own credits to get the argents. So I have 40 argents for that upgrade. I use this amount of credits. Okay, so you can get credits, argents, without spending real money. Of course, it's going to be a more lengthier process, but if you really don't want to spend, like, it's like I think 12 euros are like 15k argents. Okay, 15,000 argents are like 12 euros. That is not a lot, guys. I mean, seriously, if you're really into the game, you can like spend once 12 euros and upgrade the shit out of everything. Okay, I saw it on on the shop on the Russian site. I converted their currency in euros, so that's how much it is. Okay, and even if you don't pay, after some time of playing, you basically gonna reach a level where you'll have all of this. So you'll basically have everything that other people have, only that if they pay for it, get more argents than you, they're gonna have those upgrades faster. However, they still need to farm the materials just like you do. So I don't know, it doesn't really seem like a pay to win. It's more like a pay to progress, but it's not pay to win. Okay, they don't get something that you can't get. Okay, alright, now I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, because this one is kind of lengthy, and I don't like making lengthy videos, because nobody likes watching lengthy videos. So in the next video, I'm gonna show you all the classes. Okay.